Alright, so boom. My birthday's coming up, and as my birthday approaches, I want to do some reflecting. I don't usually like to celebrate my birthday. It's not like I don't like my birthday. It's like every time my birthday comes around, I was like, it's just another day, man. Whatever. Or I ask myself a couple of questions. I'd be like, yo, so like, did you get that job you wanted? Did you do that thing you said you was want to do? Like, why are we still in the same spot that we was last year? Like, what have we accomplished really? You know, and then my birthday comes around, I'm like, what you doing for your birthday? I'm like, I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna play the crib. Because like, what are we doing for real? And this is my mindset. This is what I'm thinking, you know what I mean? This is what I have thought. So like I don't feel like celebrating, because what am I celebrating? Yes, I'm alive. I'm 100% blessed, but I don't think that's to celebrate. So I don't usually celebrate my birthday. So we're gonna sit down and we're gonna reflect. I'm a driven, passionate, I'm ambitious. Most importantly, I like to believe I'm a dreamer. Alright, so let's take it back. It's 2015. I'm in high school, right? It's 2015 and I'm about to graduate, right? So day before graduating, my teacher's gonna tell me, boy, you're not graduating. I'm like, what you mean I'm not graduating? They're like, your grades is not where it needs to be. You need to do one more assignment. See, I'm looking back at it now, I'm thinking, they playing with me. Because I'm in school, I play all day. But I think they want to play with me specifically because, you know, I'm an asshole, you know what I mean? I've been in this school for 4 years, cut it up.
KJTV episode 2. Gang. I like to talk about a few things that that got on KJ's nerves. First, they try to take it away me being president of bank. They call Sucker Frank. Second, they try to take away me being prom king. They can suck 2 Franks. They rip all my posters down without even acknowledging me about it. They can suck all of our Franks. All from Shadow Take Me. This Franks, that day, my Franks.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been arrested a couple times. I made people cry, I made people laugh. You know, I was voted senior class president. You finna not to tell me that I'm not graduating because I gotta write an assignment? Y'all ain't just playing. But I'm like, I bet. That's nothing. Writing, that's like, I did the assignment. I'm like, you can hold that. English, like, go ahead. So I graduate from high school. I think at that time, you know, during my graduation, honestly, if I think about it, that was really the last time I gave my pops a hug too. Like the only time me and my pops really hugged. He like, proud of you, boy. So I'm like, that was cool. Graduated high school. Now you're like, what's next? See, at the time, I knew that I wanted to do something that related to film. You know, I did a high school workshop program at the Jewish Museum where they taught us the fundamentals of filmmaking. You know, audio, camera movement, like what happens on screen. So I'm like, all right, this is cool because I originally want to be an actor. Like we had a little fake ass drama club. Well, it really wasn't a drama club. Like one of the teachers just started it. He's an actor. He was like, okay, here's some lines from Julius Caesar. Okay, there's a speech after Julius Caesar died, Mark Antony. I memorized that. Don't remember that shit right now, but I memorized that. Did my whole Mark Antony thing. And I'm like, I bet. I want to act. You know, we went on a couple of school plays. We went on a couple of school trips, saw some plays. I'm like, yo, always knew I wanted to be an actor. You know what I'm saying? From when I was young, me and my cousin used to play with toys, and the toys were already characters themselves. Let's say I have Captain America as an action figure or G.I. Joe, right? Shadow Storm, Snake Eyes. I would turn them into other characters that's not what's right here in front of me. And my cousin would do the same. And this is the verbiage that we're using. Like, okay, this set is gonna be for this show. Like, we're creating shows in our heads with our imagination. And then sometimes I'll go and watch a movie and I get so inspired by the movie. I go in the bathroom, close the door. I'm acting out the scene that I just saw in the movie, but I'm acting out my own version. It's not, I'm not doing things word for word. I'm like, okay, what if I was that character? And we do things differently, you know what I'm saying? So I'm watching Superman. I'm like, okay, if I was Superman, what would I do in this situation? How we handle it? You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm Denzel on Training Day, I'm like, all right, Jay, hey. So this is I'm a kid. I'm a kid doing all this. Sometimes with my cousins, sometimes I lock myself in a room and I'm having a ball all by myself. So it's time to figure out, where am I going? I know my grades in high school wasn't that great, so I'm selling myself short. I'm like, all right, we're gonna try to do community college. 3 schools I had on my mind was FIT. I heard that they had a little film program. I don't know. Some girl I was talking to at the time was thinking about going to FIT. I'm like, yeah, I might go there too. Pace University, because you know everybody gets accepted to Pace University. I'm like, okay. And then BMCC, closest community college other than the one that's across the street from me, Bronx Community College. Then I really wanted to go to Borough Manhattan. I looked on the website. They said they had a decent film program, video arts, and I think it had listed all the type of classes that was there. And I'm like, yo, I bangs with this, so I applied there too. I applied to all 3 of them, and I got accepted to Pace, but I didn't really want to go there. I got accepted into BMCC. Did not get accepted into FIT. So I'm like, okay, cool. We're gonna take that train downtown from the Bronx into Manhattan, and we're going to BMCC. My first semester in BMCC. It's now graduated high school 2015, right? My first semester in BMCC. It's now graduated high school 2015, right? Take a whole year off, you know what I'm saying? And I go into college not knowing what to expect. I'm overwhelmed. You know, we have these advisors, you know, they tell us, okay, what's your major? Okay, these are the classes you gotta take for your major, alright? I go up in there, I'm like, yo, I wanna study film. An advisor advises me. I guess at the time she wanted me to do business. Like, she wants me to take business, you know. Never heard this before from people who study film. You're gonna study film, you need to take some business class. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But my first semester was just all business class. Like something to do with business. I'm taking English, you know, all math, all the stuff that I need to proceed in other areas. And I'm overwhelmed. I'm not doing good. So I end up passing some, not passing some. So it was just, I'm either going to retake some classes next semester to see how we do. Mind you, at the end of that semester, I'm talking to my advisor. She like, you taking all these classes? You taking a lot of classes? I don't know how many classes I was taking, but she told me you did not need to take all these classes. I'm like, yo, so, bro, I'm new here. I don't know what to do. You guys are supposed to help me. I went to the other lady. She said, do business, take all these classes. I'm new. So, shit. It's now the first year going into college, community college. And, you know, I think first year was done and now I'm into my second year. I'm in a relationship, you know, and that one ends around 2018. You know what I'm saying? Cause at the time, I'm thinking, okay, I'm thinking this is a man is supposed to have his one shorty and his main and all his sides. You got that. This is my thinking at the time. So don't hold nothing against me. I don't think like this no more. I swear to God. A man's supposed to have his main shorty. And then you got your sides. This is my thinking because this is what I'm seeing from every other dude. This is what we do. This in high school. Everybody had their main. You got your sides. This is what I'm seeing from adults. Everybody got their main. You got your. I'm like, all right, cool. This is what a man's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But shorty, you can't do that. This is what men's supposed to do. You can't do that. And it turned out, I think that's what shorty was doing too. I'm like, this is not it. So that relationship ends, but it ends, and I'm in my bag. You feel me? Like I'm just sad because that was my main. You know what I mean? Like we did everything together. We go see movies. Movies my thing, baby. At the time I'm up in her crib. She was in college too. She went to Monroe College, so I'm taking the Metro North to go to Monroe. I'm staying at her spot most of the time. So I'm up under you. Now this whole separation. I'm like, damn, there's no more you. So I'm in my bag, bro. Another thing that happens at this time. So one night, right? Here, like this is gonna be some bullshit. I'm gonna tell you this story. Y'all gonna be like, yo, this is some bullshit. So one night, coming from a party, right? Heartbroken, sad. Wanna go to the party. Turn up. Throw some at. Know what I'm saying? Party in. We in our neighborhood. Me and my homeboy, we back in our neighborhood. My homeboy goes, stops in the store, gets whatever he need to get. Boom. My crib is up the block. Like literally up the block, around the corner. That's my crib, right? I'm with my homeboy. He lives like opposite direction, but we in our safety zone. We in our neighborhood, right? So I'm telling you, I'm tired. There's a lot of ass being thrown. We've been drinking, smoking hookah. I just want to go in my bed, right? So I notice it's like 5 dudes, a couple girls. They walking towards me. I'm curved that way. I'm not even, they walk by. I'm going that way. I notice that my man is not next to me. He's not nowhere next to me whatsoever. I look back, he's still across the street. I want to go home in my bed. I'm tired. And he's in confrontation with one of the dudes. All I'm hearing, you bumped into me, you spilled my drink. I'm like, oh my God. So then those 5 dudes turn into 8. I don't know how, but the other dudes spawn out of it. I've never seen these people before in my life. This is our neighborhood. You feel me? Bet. So I started to creep back across the street because I'm like, I'm not understanding. I'm thinking, all right, all right, he gonna apologize. I spill your drink. They gonna keep it pushing. That's not happening. I see another dude about to creep up on my man and hit him. So before he even decides to do that, stops this man. I'm like, he's about to swing. I catch this man in mid swing. I'm like, no, it's not what we gonna do. But they took that as a sign, as a threat. They said, oh, word? I'm like, no, not word. And then we started squaring up. I'm like, yo, this is what we doing. And then the 8 turned into 10. I'm like, yo, where y'all coming from? So then, I'm 2 dudes on me. I'm from the corner of my eye. I see my man, 2 dudes on him. And then the 10 turned into 12. I'm like, what is happening? This is my neighborhood. I don't never seen you guys here before. You don't belong here. As I'm fighting, I'm in the neighborhood. So I'm thinking people's outside. The one night niggas is not outside. Weave, and I'm trying to bob and weave like a motherfucker. And these niggas, it's 2 people on me at once. I'm like, get away from me. What is happening? And then the 12 turned into 15, and then the 20. I'm like, yo. What is happening? I'm in my neighborhood. So I'm not understanding why all of this happened. Man's bumped into him, spilled a drink, try to stop it, and then all I know is this whole commotion ends at some point. I'm feeling like I'm Muhammad Ali, like I'm bobbing, I'm weaving the whole bobbing and weaving. Y'all not, I'm trying to throw some punches. I don't know something. I don't even remember hitting. I don't even remember getting hit. All I know is it was 20 niggas and 2 of us. This was crazy. And it ended by, I guess they got tired because everybody decided to walk away. And the niggas walking away, yeah, pussy. I'm like, yo! Like, in my neighborhood. So I don't get it. What transaction that time. So, but as I'm walking up the block, because we was literally down the block, going to my crib with my mans, they're like, yo, that was crazy. I'm like, yo, yeah. You good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. My face hurt, though. I'm like, I don't remember getting hit, but it hurts. And, and then, a couple of days later, I'm eating food, and my face still hurt. I'm like, yo, why my face still hurt? And I'm trying to eat, and I notice the back of my gums is rubbing together. I'm like, maybe it's just swollen, and it's just pushing, I don't know, my face is a little swollen. And my mom saying, you need to go to the ER. I'm like, ER? Yeah, you probably need to get an x-ray, see if it's broken. I said, broken? I didn't get hit. I was bobbing and weaving. Muhammad Ali. Like, I was doing my thing. But I'm like, 2 days, it turned into a week. It's pain now. Like, this is pain. It's just, that's not going away. I'm busting down Tylenol, Advil, Motrin. No. So, go to the ER. I explained, listen, I was outside, niggas hit me. You're like, do you want to file a police report? I said, that's snitching. I don't even know them. It was my neighborhood. I came and, sorry. It would be no point. Okay, let's go take you to the x-ray. Get x-rayed? Sir, yes, your jaw's broken. Damn. So we're gonna do surgery. I think they pulled I had some wisdom tooth back there. I think they pulled that, and then they had to wire my jaw shut. My jaw was wired shut, I believe, for like 4 to 6 weeks. Mind you, I'm still taking college courses. So I'm going to school and back to class. If I had to talk to people, I'm like, yes, teacher doing attendance, Khalil Jenkins, here, huh? Did you just hum? My jaw wired. I can't even talk, you know what I mean? That's why I missed a couple of days of class, So I definitely missed a lot of class. And then I'm telling at the same time, I'm still in my bag about this girl. And my jaw just broke. I was laid up in the hospital. I'm like, yo, man, she better come up in here and rub my feet or something, because this ain't it. This definitely ain't it. And yeah, she ain't come see me. I ain't hear from her. I'm in my bag. And my mom try to do the best she can. She like, one day everybody eating burgers. She said, "You want a burger?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want a burger. I want to take a bite right now, but I can't." She put it in a blender, and I'm thinking, yeah, ooh, a blended burger. And I'll tell you, that shit did not taste the same. I said, ew, what is this? This is not it. So I just switched up and started drinking smoothies. Can't go wrong with a smoothie. That was breakfast, lunch, and then I lost mad weight. Like, I was already a skinny kid. I was kind of fit, played football in high school, but put on some pounds, started drinking, smoking hookah. I don't do marijuana, smoking hookah. And I lost all that weight. And then my grades it went in the toilet. You know what I mean? So I had to do this whole thing to get a pill to come back to school. Like, I was in my bag. But I said, you know what? Once they take these wires off, you know what I mean? Try to go back to the gym, get my weight up. And just focus up. So that's what happened. I went back, came back to school, did the pill, got approved. There's a gym in the school, so it was like, go to the gym, then go to class. Go to the gym, then go to class. So I was going to the gym, I was going to class. And then, at the time, that's when I was taking, like, these editing class, took screenwriting, I took theater. I'm like, oh man, I get that act, cool. And then we had TV Studio 1, and in the following semester, you get to take TV Studio 2. I don't give a damn about no TV studio. I want to study film. The only thing close to filmmaking that I took in that class, I had a cinematography class, a screenwriting class, and the editing class. I did the most in the editing class, if you believe it or not, 'cause that was the only class I was given a camera to go out and shoot stuff and bring it back and edit. My cinematography class was just some old ass white man, and he's showing us his own film, like his very own movie, like that was shot like in the 60s or something. Like he's like, yeah, this is a good film, ain't it? Really good. I submitted to some festivals, but didn't get nowhere. You know, and it was like a film. He's following around. You know, I think it was the black school, something about black children going to school, and he was really on it. Like this was a good one, and they just don't see it. I'm like, yo, maybe the film? I'm like, to me, it looks good. It was shot nice. This is a nice little documentary you did here. And then one day, this man, you know, I used to come in, brush the waves all the time in class. I took my do-rag off. I had a silky. He took the silky off. This man would come up to me. He said, "What's that called? The nappy?" I said, "The nappy?" First of all, I don't even react. I'm like, yo, you kind of ignorant, huh? And I corrected him. I said, nah, it's not called that. These are waves. And I explained to him what waves are. It's like, you know, when your hair curls up, you brush, it gets curly, and, you know, you want them to lay down. And once the curls lay down, they form these pattern that looks like waves. So it's not called a nappy. No, it's not called a nappy. What's wrong with you? So I'm progressing. So I eventually graduate in 2020. Left high school 2015. Graduate in 2020. Listen, tunnel vision. We gotta keep moving forward. At this time, I developed this sense of I need to better my craft and I need to somehow create. At the same time, I'm out there like I'm a content creator at this time. You know, I'm doing skits. I'm doing public interviews. Like I'm trying to make a name for myself on the internet. At the time, Snapchat was big. I'm telling stories of relations I have with these females on Snapchat. They going crazy. I'm giving details. I'm not too sexual. I'm just like, yo, this is what happened to me. Shorty wild out. I'm telling story time. So my Snapchat's going up, and I'm trying to, you know, be an inside door skit content making dude. Like I'm doing skits. Just put the phone up on the tripod and acting it out. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm trying to go far with that, and I'm trying to just go to school. You know what I'm saying? So, at the time, I'm thinking, okay, if I go to school, content create, we can go far. That's the idea. So, it's 2020. Two things happen in 2020, or 2019 to 2020. First thing happens, Pop Smoke dies. I'm in the middle of physics class. Like, if it doesn't interest me, I'm not going to be engaged. I'm scrolling on my phone in physics. Shade room. Pop Smoke dies. I'm like, oh no. Mind you, at the time, me personally was not a big Pop Smoke fan. I said, oh no, but I know my homeboy is. So it just gave me an excuse to leave the class. Oh, no. Guys, I gotta go make a phone call. Be right back. Yo, bro. Yo, it's Pop Slime. Yo. You heard Pop Smoke Pass? Pop Smoke Pass? Word. Bro, don't even play like that. Stop. Like, he's a real Pop Smoke fan. Don't even play like that. I'm like, yo, bro, he gone, bro. Talking about home invasion. Nah, yo, damn, bro. He dead ass died. I'm like, word, but I gotta go back to class. I'm gonna holler at you later. So, you know, I just needed to step out. I needed a reason to step out of class. Second thing that happens, COVID. You know, so we're going through the semester and everybody's like, it's not over here yet, but if it comes over here, it's getting serious. It's getting real serious. You know, it started over here in this area, it's spreading throughout the states now. It's not in the states, it's over there, but once it touches the states, now it's in the states. Now it may not come over here. It's gonna come over here. It's like it was like a countdown or something, and then it finally came to our area. Like, yeah, class is now online. And when I'm forgive me for saying this, but COVID was like one of the best things that happened to me at that time. Here's what I was thinking, right? Because classes are online, and professors already don't give a shit. So I'm googling like a motherfucker. We taking like they tests online, class online, just handing your assignments. I'm like, oh shit, because in physics is like we had like 2 parts. We come in and then written part, and then we had to do these experiments. Experiments was out the question. We had to submit like these little paperworks or our findings or some shit. Man, I researched, Googled all that shit. It was this app called Chug or whatever the fuck. Man, I got an A in every class that semester. Y'all tripping. Took my class online. You bugging out. And then I graduated.